Hey friends, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. This is not going to be like a well thought out piece of content where we're talking about music or behind the scenes stuff or anything like that. I just want to take this opportunity now that we're in the new year to talk to you, the viewer, directly. And I guess you could call this a state of the channel video like a lot of other YouTubers do going into the new year and talking about stuff. But I also want to talk about, personal stuff and what the future is going to look like, because I know on YouTube, what you see is not always, a direct personal reflection of my life. I mean, it is. I am who I am that you see on screen, but we're talking about certain things. Now I can talk to you about, what's going on with like my health and my personal life and stuff like that. And, I realize these videos aren't really going to be for first-time watchers. There's probably not a good chance that a lot of people are going to stumble across this and discover my channel. But if you do, welcome. This is interesting. But this is more for you guys that have been watching this channel for a while and keeping up, because I really appreciate you guys a ton, if I don't say it enough. So I just want to kind of cover this past year, what's going to happen going into next year, another channel I'm working on, a lot of other stuff. So bear with me here. I don't plan on editing this at all. This is let the camera go. Whatever comes off the top of my head, that's it, because I feel like that's authentic and cool. So let's go for it. It's a new year. It's 2024. 2023 is behind us. And I've got to say, 2023 was my third year doing content, and it was absolutely by far the most successful year I've had doing content the entire time I've been doing it. And I'm talking all across the board on YouTube: views, watch time, new subscribers, revenue. And that's a huge part of it. I mean, I know not a lot of people like to talk about money on YouTube, but the reality of the situation is the ad revenue that comes in from you guys watching the videos lets me take care of my family, which allows me to do more content and do other things. And, the plan was always to ease back into touring, which we'll talk about in a minute, but you guys taking the time to watch all my videos has turned this into something I never thought it would have become. And this is quite literally my full-time job now. And I cannot thank you guys enough, seriously, because I could put out all the content in the world, and if none of you guys watched it, then it would be pointless. And because you guys watch it, I can pay my bills and I can take care of my daughter, and my wife and I are comfortable and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not exceeding luxury by any means, but I have nothing to complain about. We are happy, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Now, for those of you that do follow the channel, you'll probably notice, around midway through the year, content started changing a lot. Like, when this channel was founded, it was very reaction heavy. Like, that was kind of the whole point of this channel, was to try and take reactions and spin them into something a little different, give it a new, perspective on things. Reactions aren't original. I didn't reinvent the wheel by any means, but I had fun doing it for a while. But I started doing different stuff. We started talking about the music industry more and talking about music news. And I got to admit, I am really enjoying doing that. And I kind of got burned out from doing reactions. Not that I don't want to discover new music, because I am. When we stream on Twitch, we're checking out new music videos all the time. So if you like those reactions, kind of follow on Twitch, because we do that there. But man, I always have said, no matter what I'm doing in life, whether it's touring or any other job, like the second it starts becoming stressful and not being fun is when I'm going to stop. And that kind of happened with reactions, I just started having a lot of contact with like PR and labels, and there was a lot of things that were expected of me. And, if I don't do this reaction, people get mad. If I have the wrong reaction, people get mad. And I don't know, man, I just have so much more fun talking about the music industry than just cranking out reactions. And I got tired of dealing with copyrights and blocks and stuff like that. And on top of all of that, the reaction scene on YouTube is so oversaturated. And it's not to knock any of the reactors or anything. It's just there's so many people doing reactions now that, like, if I don't do a reaction to something, there's 100 more people that are doing it. Now, this isn't to say I'm never going to do reactions anymore. They will be here from time to time when it's something I really want to check out, like with everybody. But for the most part, I really want to focus this channel on music news, behind the scenes industry talks, stuff like that. Maybe get into some more how-tos when it comes to touring and maybe like advancing shows and tour management and stuff like that. But we'll find a good, comfortable balance for everything. But I'm really happy with where this channel has been for the past year. Now, going into 2024, things are going to get a little interesting because while I still plan on maintaining content, I am going back out on tour full time. Last year, I did a North American tour with Powerwolf as a guitar tech. And then I did the North American techno tour with Electric Callboy as a tour manager. And then the rest of the year was on content. 2024 is basically going to be 50-50 tour managing Electric Callboy and doing content. So I'm going to have to find a way to balance keeping up with content and primarily focus on tour managing because a job like that needs 100% of my attention. But after speaking with the band's manager and them, they have told me they're fine with me doing content on tour. So I think I have a good little system. I'm not going to like walk around with a camera all day and get in people's faces and stuff, but I've invested a little bit of money into GoPro stuff and accessories, and I think I could do some really cool vlog style stuff while I'm touring this year. So I plan on like strapping a GoPro on and just getting cool shots. So you may see some behind the scenes, just straight up vlog content on this channel from tour. Like I don't want to do any like bits or anything pre-planned, just a day in the life of tour managing a band on the road. So hopefully that turns out really cool. And then when I'm not touring, I'll be here in this room, in this chair, focusing on other stuff too. But I'm super excited about it. Honestly, like being on tour and doing content is kind of the thing I wanted to do the whole time. And now that I have toured with this band and they trust me and they know my reputation as a content creator and my reputation of how my mindset is with work, they know that work is going to come first, but I can also do content while I'm out there. And I think it's going to be really cool. So stay tuned for that. We'll have to check it out. Sorry, I've got notes on screen here that I'm like kind of going to remind me what to talk about. But in terms of content, if you guys have any suggestions too, let me know, because while I want to do what's going to be fun, I realize that YouTube is entertainment for you guys, and it's got to be stuff that you guys want to watch too. So if there is anything specific or topics or anything like that, let me know, and I'll be happy to bring those things up. The last thing that I really want to get into is more personal kind of stuff, you know, kind of life and health related and all that. You know, Ingrid was born in 2021, in early 2021. And before that, my wife, Claire, and I were both really good on our diets and working out, and our health was good and stuff like that. And the combination of having a kid and the pandemic, we kind of, I don't know, I guess it's like slacked off on a lot of stuff. I haven't worked out. I haven't kept up with my diet. Like, I think from the time I started my YouTube channel until now, I probably put on like 30 pounds or something. And I used to work out a ton, and I used to eat really good, and I have been having some health issues. It's not something I talk about a lot, but quite a few years back, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease, which is a form of hypothyroidism. So basically my thyroid just sucks ass, and my metabolism sucks ass, and I have low energy a lot and stuff like that. So when the new year rolled around, my wife and I decided to really focus on our health again. And already after 2 weeks of changing my diet, working out daily and stuff, like I feel fantastic. And I've had some other health things going on that I feel like are already correcting themselves just because of how I've changed my diet and stuff like that. So because of all that, I got to thinking like it's something I do feel strongly about. And after talking to some of you guys on Discord and in the comments and stuff, I'm going to start another channel. I'm going to start another YouTube channel with the main focus being just like lifestyle and fitness stuff. Don't get me wrong. This is not going to be how-tos and me telling you how to do a diet and me giving a nutrition advice, because I'm not a nutritionist. I fucking don't know anything about any of that stuff. This is going to be more vlog style content of just me, an average dude who's a dad and at home and stuff, just eating better and working out. And if it motivates some people, cool. Or if it's just interesting content for you guys to just, you know, maybe get some like lifting tips or something like that, or just burn time. Awesome. I'm actually super excited about doing this. Like this is the downside of having the camera roll. My brain is all over the place. We actually have a gym in our garage, and gym is like loose. Like we have like a power rack and some weights and stuff, but I've been going down there every morning and working out, and I figured what would be cool is to take like a GoPro with me and just film and maybe film like us cooking and stuff like that, because you can see like how our diet is. And I don't know, I know this is a very niche thing. I don't know if a lot of you guys that follow this channel for music related stuff are going to get into that, but it might be kind of cool. If it doesn't go anywhere, cool. But if it does, it might be super fun, man. I'm interested in just going for it, which it's kind of how I started this channel, just going for it. So if you are interested in checking out that channel, I'll put a link on screen, but I'll also have a link in the description. There's nothing on it yet. There's literally nothing. I'm working on some like graphic design just to make it look nice, and then I'll eventually have content up there. But part of that content I think that will be cool is when I am on tour, I can vlog how I'm actually trying to stay in shape on tour. And when I'm staying over in Germany and stuff, you know, I might grab a bike and just go explore, and we could do, you know, do content out of that too. There's a lot of possibilities that could be pretty cool. So yeah, if you want to follow that now, just to, you know, have it be ready, and it would really be cool to have a lot of subscribers on there so I can monetize content when I start. But this one's more for me, to be honest. That channel is going to be more for me keeping track of myself and checking in on goals and stuff like that. But if you guys get some entertainment out of it, that's awesome. Now that that's all wrapped up, I think that's really it. The last thing I wanted to do again is to just say thank you to every single person that has watched one of my videos. Without you guys watching, again, this wouldn't be anything. And I absolutely love being able to stay home with my family at times and do this stuff for you guys. I also want to say thank you to all the moderators and the administrators on our Discord server. We have a fantastic community that's built up. It's not about me. It's literally just a cool place for a lot of people from around the world to hang out. If you'd like to join that, I'll throw a link in the description too. You're more than welcome to come hang out. I also want to shout out some of the other YouTubers that I'm friends with that are just good to just talk to and vent and bounce information off of. I don't want to single anybody out. So you guys, if you see this, you know who you are. I've met some fantastic people on YouTube. I think my camera just glitched out. That was weird. I've met some fantastic people through YouTube over the past couple years. Some of them I have now met in person from touring, and I appreciate all of you guys a ton, whether it's been just venting or talking as friends or talking about content. It's all awesome. But again, most importantly, thank you to every single viewer out there. This is just wild. I still sometimes can't believe like I'm making YouTube videos. Like it still sounds so weird to say. Like I sometimes don't tell people when they ask me, they're like, what do you do? I never talk about YouTube, but Claire tells like our neighbors and stuff when they ask what I do for work, like that I'm a YouTuber, and they're all like, oh. So yeah, I guess I'm a YouTuber now. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to wrap this up because I've already had you here a lot. Hey, we're over 8 minutes. I can monetize this. Yeah. Before this gets completely off the rails, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for watching all of this content. Seriously, if you have any ideas or anything, or there's content you'd like to see, I think my camera's glitching again. I don't know why that's happening. Drop them in the comments, but wherever you are in the world, be safe, be kind to each other. I love you all, and I will see you very soon.